This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Oh, hey, girl.
Don't ever do that again.
Come on over some bag milk tonight, girl.
Okay, dude, please stop it. All right, so Patty texted in. She sounds like a nice lady. Bagged milk is better for the environment.
Oh.
That's plastic jugs in the landfill.
There's nothing unsexier than going over to some dude's house and finding bagged milk. What a wimp.
Why are you going over to dude's house?
I'm not going over to
how
dude's
sexy
houses.
they are.
I was using the example from the previous caller. Just saying she didn't like it either.
And David said,
Somebody's got to grow a pair in that family.
bagged milk tastes way better. No sunlight gets in, and you don't get the plastic taste from a jug. Chocolate is the bomb. He says, I got to bring Johnny some before it's gone. My pregnant daughter drinks 3 bags of chocolate milk a week.
Oh, no. Holy cow.
Dude, you're going to have to detox her when it's over.
I'm going to go down for the bagged Tito's to see if that keeps my Tito's fresher. I'll see if I keep the sunlight off the clear bottle of Tito's.
Your aversion to bags is hilarious.
Yeah, just bagged milk just seems so complicated.
How do you feel about bagged water, them water bags that people carry around?
We have water bags?
Yeah.
You mean like people hiking?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different thing. That's
like these.
That's just a clever way to travel.
Because it makes it smaller when you're driving.
Yeah.
Like those, yeah. That's fine.
Oh, that's really a thing.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
You think I just sit over here and make things up?
No, it just seems like outdated technology. It's weird that we haven't progressed past bagged milk.
But
clearly, Quick Trip has moved on.
But the thing with the bag is when it's empty, it's less space.
Probably because it's bulky for Quick Trip to be hauling around thousands of bags of milk.
But you can fit more bags in a crate than jugs.
But not as much milk, so it probably evens out.
I don't know.
Well, I know you don't know.
Do
That's
I look
why
like a logistics person?
This is why I'm teaching you.
Oh, my God. You better watch yourself, girl.
You watch yourself, girl. Whatever. Nobody likes bagged milk. I mean, it's proven.
Well, we are dividing the people is what's happening.
Well, yeah, there's got to be a reason that it's not working for Quick Trip.
Call them.
It probably doesn't have anything to do with the flavor. It's probably more logistics.
Well, it sounds like people just aren't buying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're hauling. Yeah, you're just wasting space.
Okay.
Anyways, people don't like to carry around bags of anything.
I like carrying around a bag of weed.
Well, you have glaucoma. So that's fine. Hey, I'm going to Quick Trip to get a bag of milk. Man, I'm proud of Quick Trip. They know what the people want.
Okay, Sheriff's Office in Colville, Washington posted a little update on the faceplant machine. A guy called in to ask if he was allowed to hunt Sasquatch. He said he's going to be coming in from out of town in April and wanted to know if Bigfoot hunting was legal there.
Where's this at?
Washington, Colville, Washington.
Sure. Okay.
And if so, does he need a special squatching license? They told him it was really more of a question for the Fish and Wildlife Office, but he said he already called them, and that's who referred him to call the sheriff's office. And if that doesn't sum up government right there in a nutshell, I don't know what does. Whoever took the call just passed it up the chain of command. They said he told them he'd wait to hear back and wanted to clarify that he was only interested in bagging a male Sasquatch. He, of course, would not hunt or shoot a female. The chief of police wanted to pass along 2 pieces of information to the rest of the public in case anyone wants to travel the area to hunt Bigfoot. First off, the guy was asking about an area called Meadow Lake, which is actually in a different county, so he had the wrong sheriff's office to begin with. And 2, he's pretty sure there aren't any Squatches around. He said because if there was, one of his deputies would have hit him by now. Fair enough.
Yeah, these are the people that shoot it. You know, they hear something and shoot. They don't. I heard it grunted. I don't know. It sounded like Sasquatch. Boom, empty the rifle.
Well, now Oklahoma did Sasquatch hunting permits. Remember that? as a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know whatever. There's other places you can supposedly hunt. Oh, look at hunting Bigfoot Beach State Park. But not hunting Bigfoot. That's in Wisconsin right there. I don't know. Are you a Squatcher? Do you believe in Sasquatch?
No. Aliens, yes. Sasquatch, nah. I think some dude would have found a Sasquatch by now. The gold miners would have found him, or somebody somewhere would have seen one by now.
Like how? That's where I'm at too. Like one hasn't strayed onto a freeway.
Right.
I don't know, but it could be. There's parts of Yellowstone nobody's been in. You never know.
Somebody in a little hunting plane or something probably would have seen. But the most problem with the Sasquatch is like the Loch Ness. Everybody's already admitted they're fakes.
Yeah.
Even the people that do it admit it, fakes on their deathbed. So, all the stuff that you think you know is already been debunked. I mean, I'd like it to be true. We'd probably put it in the zoo and it'd probably die of boredom, but I'd love it to be true.
If the Sasquatch was real, we'd find a way to breed it and then take it down to a hunting farm in Texas.
We'd
and
chain it
to a stake.
Right. We'd put it in a 3-mile square area that's fenced in.
Then we'd charge you $50,000 to come and shoot it.
Yeah. I mean, we would ruin
it. As we do with everything.
We ruin everything. Hi, how's it going?
No, we pair it up with Han Solo, baby.
Hey, what if you kill a guy in a Bigfoot costume? Are you held liable, or is that the guy in the costume's fault for running around Washington with a costume on?
Right. Well, so isn't the rule that just being somewhere you're half to blame, right? And so I would think if you got
a Sasquatch license, watch what little contest you do.
Right. And then if some person is not aware enough to know that it's not a good idea to go in a Sasquatch costume in the middle of the woods.
Even a guy in camo.
I would think that it's going to be, you're going to get let off. You can't be charged with shooting
just
that.
To shoot something because you can. I mean, I don't know. We haven't. Why do you want to kill the only one? So you say you find a Sasquatch. You just want to kill the only one we've ever found? Brilliant. Let's stuff it and put it in the museum. Fun. That's stupid.
It is stupid. But I get the selling the hunting license as a fundraiser I thought was pretty clever. That being said, all it takes is one idiot to go out there and shoot something that doesn't need to be shot.
That's fact.
Ruin it for everybody.
That's fact.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven announced a new sparkling water that tastes like hot dogs.
Yeah, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Limp Bizkit called it, dude. Chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water.
No, not at my house. Not in a bag.
It's bagged, too. A photo of the can is circulating on social media. It's supposed to taste like one of their big bites, but in carbonated liquid form.
Yeah, I feel like there's little chunks of hot dogs in my mouth right now. I don't know what
You can garnish it with a pickle. The press release says they partnered with a brand called Miracle Seltzer on 4 flavors: lemon lime, green apple, sweet orange, and hot dog. They're calling it a daring flavor that pushes the boundaries of flavor innovation. We just spent yesterday talking about hot dogs, and the story is not what I was looking for.
Yep.
It's something that's sure to delight even the most adventurous of palates. They say the 3 other flavors are available now, but more details on the hot dog flavor are coming next Monday, which, if you are paying attention, is April Fool's Day.
Boom!
So.
I knew it. Get me all riled up over here.
Well, they're going to give us more details on Monday, which is April Fool's Day. So it could be a thing, but it also could not be a thing. Would you give it a swig? I'd give it a swig. You got to try it. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point, I guess? I don't know. I look for the big picture, I guess. Why do I need that?
You look for the big picture?
Well, yeah.
Oh, my God. When did that start? Just now?
Try not to box myself in with just regular water. I try to look at the big picture. Do I need hot dog water? I spent a lot of time thinking about my water.
What the hell?
What I want it to taste like. No, lemon, yes. Hot dog, no. What for? I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll give up hot dogs and save the calories and just drink the water and get the flavor. I don't like the initial idea of it, but that's all right.
I'm trying to think of what you pair with hot dog flavored water.
Well, yeah, I don't. Potato chips, so you don't, so you get the full experience. I don't know. I'm new to this hot dog tragedy. I don't know how to feel. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
It's been a very emotional morning so far.
Somebody said, would you like a sparkling? I'll go to Roost Chris tonight. Would you like a sparkling hot dog water, Sam? Would you like?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Would you like still or sparkling?
No. No, that's weird stuff, man. Not that I care what you drink. It's your business, but I can skip it.
All right. Well,
just water.
We'll find out next Monday.
Is it carbonated? Is it fun?
It's sparkling.
Sparkling? All right. That's a little bit better. Good morning.
That's like cooling off the water after you boiled a bunch of dogs and drinking that.
Yeah, you could save it, which looks gross as hell. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, it looks cloudy and disgusting. I don't know.
It's making me have like the pre-puke saliva thing.
Yeah.
It's not good. We need to change the topic.
How'd you like to drink that when it's warm? Think about that. Yeah, just out of the pot. I mean,
no, it's all turning now.
Can that be an acquired taste? I mean, I love hot dogs. Do I put a hot dog in it? I guess if you're a hot dog, if you're the Don Gorski of hot dogs, I guess you're open to things like that.
Right. And the wiener connoisseur thing, I'm down. But
it doesn't sound thirst quenching.
Like, is it better sparkling or is it better still?
It's like you need regular water to wash out the hot dog flavored water. I don't like any of it. I don't like anything that's happened on the show since I pulled in the parking lot. I had a bad feeling.
I know, dude.
I had a weird feeling you were full of bad ideas today. You come in here with your hot dog water. What are you, the devil?
I feel like it.
Why don't you just be normal? Hi, how's it going?
Okay, so this has been my April Fool's prank for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
I take the hot dog water and turn it into ice cubes, and I let my brothers use the ice cubes.
Oh, okay, that's a good prank.
Right.
And did they get that? Did they get it right away? No, I mean, would that kind of ruin the?
Yeah,
that would flatten
I've been
out.
doing this for years. Nobody has figured it out.
Right? Wouldn't it kind of flatten out the flavor, whatever you're putting the ice cube in? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's usually iced coffee is what they're drinking it in.
Oh God! Yeah, no. No. Why don't you just sprinkle some sour? Why don't you just top it off with some sauerkraut on top of your water? You're gonna really make it fancy.
It's been my April Fool's joke for years. Okay, I've got 5 older brothers. I'm paying them all back for the shit they did to me when I was younger.
Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah,
Payback's a bitch. All right, man. All right, nicely done. I love the prankster.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Any of you that are true crime people, I know we are thick and we are all about the true crime. So you're gonna know this Corey Rikens is her name. She is from Utah. She was a grief author. So her husband died, and she wrote a children's book on how to deal with grief because she had kids.
All right.
And so she was on all of these shows. Oh, look at her overcoming her grief and da-da-da-da.
Oh,
and she killed them. She killed him.
Oh, I think I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
Ew.
So I know.
You're the devil.
So we have an updated story on her, and it's bad. Utah grief author charged with spiking her husband's drink with a fatal dose of fentanyl faces an additional charge of attempted murder after authorities alleged she drugged him with a Valentine's Day sandwich in an earlier attempt to kill him.
What?
Corey Rikens was arrested last year on aggravated murder and other charges after authorities said she killed her husband, Eric, at their home.
What a C word.
Dude, raging C word.
There's no good place to call somebody a C word. Huh?
Perfect time.
Thank you.
And
I'm going to write a children's book called The C Word That Killed Her Husband.
Right. When to use the C word.
When to use the
A child's guide.
You're never too young to really get the basics of throwing the C word around. We call it C word for beginners. Let's write it. Done. I'm writing that. I'm so writing that down.
It's amazing.
We'll never actually say the word.
No.
And that's on you if you think we're using the actual C word.
Right.
C word for beginners.
How dare you?
Okay, go ahead.
Eric Rikens, 39, found unresponsive in the home after having had a drink to celebrate his wife's business deal.
Jeez.
I know. A medical examiner said that he had 5 times the lethal dose of illicit non-medical grade fentanyl in his system.
Wow.
Charging documents filed Monday allege it was not the first time Corey had slipped her husband drugs. On Valentine's Day 2022, Eric nearly died after his wife brought him a Sammy.
Oh, I thought maybe she pushed him off a waterfall ledge at Yellowstone Park.
Yeah, right. Documents say Eric Rikens texted his wife and said that he was not feeling good and that if he did not feel better soon, he was going to the hospital. His wife, who was not home at the time, told him he should take a nap. That afternoon, Eric Rikens reached out to 2 of his close friends and said his wife had left him his favorite sandwich from a local diner with a note. He told one friend that "you almost lost me" and described breaking out in hives after taking a bite from the sandwich. He said he had to use his son's EpiPen and take Benadryl.
Good Lord.
I know. Eric Rikens told Witness One that he had almost died. Witness One could hear the fear in Eric Rikens' voice and tell that he was scared. Eric told the other friend that he thought his wife had tried to poison him, so he was onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Documents say opioids, including fentanyl, can cause allergic and pseudo-allergic reactions, including hives. They also note he did not have any food allergies. The charging documents that Corey Rikens purchased illicit fentanyl before Valentine's Day meal in 2022 and again before his death.
So it sounds like he knew if it was kind of like happening.
He knew she was the C word.
Okay, gotcha, Sean.
Yeah.
What do you do right after you realize she is the C word?
And she's trying to poison you? I'm sure he was planning an exit strategy, but you know how it is. You can't just leave.
You get hungry. I know how it is.
You want a sandwich.
Yep.
You get thirsty. You want a drink. You need a plan to leave your C word of a wife.
Gosh dang, man.
You know? Yeah.
C words, man.
Anyway.
I'm up to my ass in C words. I am. I got to get out, man. I got to get out of here. I better shut up. There's no way I can get out of this without incriminating. Okay, go ahead.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
She was also charged Monday with 2 counts of mortgage fraud, 2 counts of insurance fraud, and 3 counts of forgery.
So she had a big insurance policy on?
Yeah. Prosecutors allege that she was in financial distress when her husband died and forged loan applications.
Oh, my God.
And fraudulently claimed insurance benefits after he died.
So there was another guy probably somewhere.
We don't have anything about that.
The guy right now is like, I've never heard of her.
Right.
I don't know that C word.
She had money problems.
Here we go.
An attorney for Corey said that they have reviewed the charging documents and that there is nothing in the documents that affects Corey's approach to defending whatever charges the state levies against her. She continues to maintain her innocence.
They're really good at figuring that stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not dumb, lady.
Like back in the 70s and 80s.
Guy that works out, totally healthy, all of a sudden, boom.
Well, how sad that he thought he was getting poisoned before.
Yep. But loved her. He loved her.
And then the bitch goes and writes a book about grieving for sure.
You're supposed to go away for a long time and be sad.
Right.
You know, play the part.
Right.
She's a bad one. She's a bad egg.
Yeah. Yep.
She's an animal.
And I'm sure he knew. He probably knew he was in a terrible relationship.
Well, if she does it to this guy, she'll do it to the next guy.
Well, there ain't going to be a next guy.
She probably got off on it.
She's going to be someone's bitch in prison.
Yeah.
Which brings me to a whole nother fantasy.
Bag milk? Now that you've given away the ending to the book she wrote, what do we do now? She killed him.
Yeah, we just wait and hope that she gets found guilty. She's bad.
So when's the trial? What do we got to go to? I'd tune in.
We don't have a trial date yet.
This is as juicy as the OJ story.
Oh, it is. It is for sure. And I mean, every true crime podcast has done a thing on her. Because it was just so, like, her going and doing the press rounds with that effing book.
Right.
Talking about how she was so devastated and didn't know how to coach her kids through the grief and blah, 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 blah.
That is the
damn
definition of a psycho.
Yeah. It's so bad.
And she better not play the, I'm depressed card, or some kind of mental card.
Right.
I will drive out there and I will stab that C word.
Or that he was abusing her or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
you still could have wrote the book and not killed everybody in the house. I mean,
Dude,
there's probably still a market for kids that need grief counseling.
Right. So there you have it, man.
I'm sorry, I missed it. They had kids?
Yeah, they have 2 kids.
2 kids. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. And so you lose both parents.
Yep. You selfish bitch.
She should have named it If I Did It. Just went
Gee, that sounds so familiar.
Straight to OJ. Right to OJ, man. If I Did It.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's scary.
Yep. Never trust a bitch that wears a turtleneck.
It's what's really weird? I love turtlenecks. By the way. Paul, do you own a turtleneck? I love turtlenecks. You give turtlenecks a bad name, lady.
She gives turtlenecks a bad name.
You think Johnny has a dickie?
It's tiny.
Paul. I don't break my dickie out much, but when I do, it's memorable. Come over here.
When he does.
Come here.
It's usually in a group full of high school kids.
Listen to me. I want to take a selfie with my dickie. Come over here. You know what's weird about this story? I would be nervous just buying fentanyl to poison somebody. I'd be like, you're not a cop, are you? You got to tell me if you're a cop. Holy crap.
Right. Yeah.
That's so weird. I saw that headline and I'm like, what? I didn't, I should have just read 2 lines. I would have been right down a rabbit hole.
When I saw the headline, I was like, this bitch. I didn't think I could hate her more than I already did, but my God.
She could go to prison and write books about, how to buy fentanyl, how to poison, write down how to be a prison bitch, how to survive in jail. Yeah. I mean, there'll be a whole children's book series. Holy cow.
I know. Yep.
That's just a level of demon. It's hard to believe.
It's so awful.
The harder part is her living that life after.
Oh, yeah.
And living with
capitalizing on the murder. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's terrible. And then, dragging her kids into it. It's just, yeah, I
saw her. She's a pretty girl, too.
Yeah.
Good-looking lady. Cougar. She's a cougar.
That's not the C word I was thinking of.
Man. C words usually don't look that good. She's a good looking. Maybe
give her a year in prison. She ain't gonna look that good, dude.
The hottest C word ever.
All right.
Good morning. And this is usually where it gets bad.
Yeah.
Hello?
So it's saying he should probably had some Narcan on him.
See there. That's a great point.
If he already knew she was trying to poison him, why didn't he have some of that laying around?
Yeah, I don't know that he knew it was fentanyl, though. He thought it was an allergic reaction of some kind. So
people out there, if you're in a rocky relationship, maybe have some Narcan on hand.
You know what's weird, too, is that she could have wrote, thanks, dude, she could have wrote a book. And, she could have wrote a novel about the same thing she did. And made $1 million.
Right.
That would have been a great plot to a novel. She just lived it.
Right.
Oh man,
dude, it's almost always money or love or jealousy. That's like the top 3.
Mostly money.
Mostly money.
Frickin' C words, bro.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Here's a thing that you may or may not know happened. Do you know those conjoined twins? Look over here. Remember these two?
Yeah.
One body, 2 heads.
Yeah.
Fascinating story. Abby and who's the other one? Or just Abby? Is it just Abby?
Abby and Brittany.
Oh, Brittany. But they just used one name. Sorry, I'm being insensitive. So the one of them got married.
Right.
Did you know that?
No. I'm seeing it now, though.
The former TLC reality star, 34, who first gained notoriety alongside sister Brittany when the pair appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show in '96, tied the knot with Josh Bowling, a nurse and United States Army vet, and the Hensel's Facebook profile photo appears to be a wedding image with the conjoined twins wearing a wedding dress.
Yeah.
While Bowling in a gray suit stands before them holding their hand. So 2 heads and 2 arms. I mean, I'm just telling you how it is. It's just weird saying it. It's just strange,
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Good for them.
Oh, totally. It's incredible.
Yeah.
The fact that they're alive is just fascinating to me.
But he clearly likes one more than the other.
They are. Now we're going to go into the weeds, as we say, in the radio business.
Well, he married Abby, not Brittany.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what if Brittany's not?
So he was like, "Will you marry me? Not you."
Stop looking at me. I'm trying to have a moment here with you. Wah, 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 wah. And they are 5th grade teachers and reside in Minnesota. They're right up the road.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice people.
So here we go. And there they are in a scooter, which is amazing. Every picture of them, God, I'm not being that guy. Every picture looks photoshopped.
Yeah.
It's so hard to wrap your 2 heads around.
They have 2 hearts, 1 rib cage, and 1 liver, 2 gallbladders, 2 stomachs, 3 kidneys, and then they share the intestines and all the reproductive.
Yeah, like below the waist.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are cephalous conjoined twins. Yeah, rare form of partial twinning. 2 heads side by side, 1 torso. Same bloodstream, the thing. And all the organs below the waist. So, yeah, I mean, trying to. Abby and Brittany, of course, the TLC thing. It's nothing new. Their story's not new. It's just the wedding thing was new.
Right. Well, yeah, and it's just been under wraps, I guess.
Right. They've kept it under wraps. People have been curious about us since we were born, but our parents never let us use that as an excuse. We were raised to believe we could do anything we want, and they did. They were going to separate them, but the parents said, well, how are you going to make that choice?
Right.
Because the doctor said they probably wouldn't survive.
Well, yeah.
Attractive girls, I mean, smart. The story is incredible. And then the wedding, which I think we've all thought about.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not our place to think about. Should we not be thinking these things?
Can't tell me what to think about.
If I want a fantasy with the two-headed woman, I'll have a fantasy. Leave me alone. No, I'm not trying to tell you how to think. But it's just the
I'm happy for that.
and it's not a
my
struggle.
God,
They're not struggling. I mean, they're having a ball, man.
Yeah.
But the bedroom stuff, it's questions.
Do you kiss both of them?
Earplugs?
Because they're going to feel what's happening.
Yes. So I guess that's just the thing. So technically, you just say you're married. It's weird to say I'm going to marry her.
Yeah.
And what if the other twin gets married? Which I guess, they like different tastes and different, they have different personalities. What?
Yeah, then you got to share.
It's mysterious to me.
Yeah, I don't think we're the people that are put on the planet.
No, we're weaklings. We couldn't.
Yeah.
It's just if you're not.
Because I would be like, you can't touch my girl. If the other one was, you know what I mean?
Like you get a Sharpie and you draw a line right there.
I am not sharing my girl with you.
Keep your hands off of this side, south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Right.
It's just, I'm in awe of the situation.
Right.
It's incredible.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I am too.
What a good dude be. I mean, because you're going to want Brittany to be able to date and stuff. It's just there's all kinds of different issues that you have to deal with emotionally.
Yeah. Every time I feel like I've tuned into them or I've watched or been a part of that story, you think they're going to be miserable, and they're the happiest people on earth.
Yeah,
which should tell you something. Yeah, But same one reproductive system, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel like it's taboo to even talk about. Is it taboo?
No, it's not.
Just asking. But it's none of my business, and here I am. Blah 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 blah.
Well, why would you stop that? That's all you know how to do, my man.
I want to feel sorry for them, but they probably kick me in the nuts.
Yeah, don't feel sorry.
Like, no, what are you talking about? Everything's totally cool. Couldn't be better.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So, but they did keep that under wraps. And so you marry both. It's just, it's the level of understanding that takes between three people. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So
it is.
So that came up. Not going to make any crude jokes. You don't have to.
And it would be so hard, because they both have different styles.
Right.
So
what if she didn't? What if the other one didn't like the dude?
Right.
So here you go.
Oh my God, I have to hang out with this asshole. You know what I mean? It would suck.
Right.
I don't want to hang out with my sister's significant others, no, dude.
Yeah.
And then, what if one of them's gay? Then what?
And one wants to get pregnant. Oh, yeah. What if one's, dude. What if one's a
right? And you're like, oh, God, I got to look at a penis again? You know what I mean?
She's sitting there going, I can feel that. So gross. I know. But
is that semen?
But somehow, yeah. It turns out she's allergic to semen. Oh, here we go. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. But it does not sound like that Brittany's a lesbian. I'm just saying would just be.
But the groom just has to be the coolest dude ever.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
Just so much respect for everybody involved in that.
Well, the emotional maturity.
Yes, which is not presented here for sure.
No, we're not really known for that, are we?
But you don't, I don't know. I guess you'd have to keep the lights on so you don't. I don't know. The whole thing is just, I'm so happy it works.
Well, then, are you making love to both of them?
Right.
That's why, like, is Brittany getting kisses too?
Can we call him?
Sure.
Got a couple of questions. Listen. What if your sister cheats on this guy? How's that?
Yeah.
So much drama.
Are you like? Because if I was conjoined and I was gay and my sister was straight,
yes,
like I would cover my face with something so I didn't have to witness what was happening. Put my Oculus on.
No, the groom is shoving a pillow over your, shoving a pillow into your face.
You know, but or even like if you're not attracted to that person, but your sister is.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say what I'm thinking, and I shouldn't say it. It's all a little pervy. I'm just saying.
You think he's pervy?
Come on.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Hi, how's it going? Hello?
Hey, I missed a little bit of this call, or this conversation, but what if both of them had their own boyfriends?
Right. And then it's like you have to allow somebody else to touch your girlfriend because it's also the other person's body.
Well, yeah, the sensations.
Yeah.
One for all.
And then what if that person's a better lover than you are?
Oh, no.
Right?
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.